Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review for Ready to Love, Make a Move Season 1, Episode 3, Seeing Double. And this was a pretty good episode, so you definitely want to watch all the way to the end if you're new here, if you're not. Look, I've been seeing a lot of y'all that's watching my videos aren't subscribed. So I need y'all to subscribe because it's a growing channel, it's free, and it helps your girl out, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. So we pick up where we left off last week with Shareese and Zadia, and they're still arguing about Zadia waking Shareese up, because she's never, ever going to let that go. And how Shareese uprooted herself and her life to come out there. Girl, everybody did. You are not the only one, but okay. In my opinion, Shareese is dragging it, and I'm over it, and we don't care. We really don't care. So the next day, Zadia and Vernisha discuss how the energy in the house has kind of shifted since the fight. It's day 3. It's only 3 days, and y'all don't know how to act. So Vernisha doesn't want to lock in too soon with any man because she always does this. She always, locks in and settles down with the first guy. And it hasn't worked in her favor, so there's no point in doing it. So we meet Kirsten, 38, an ex-NFL player, and we know this week that some of the ladies were dating the same men. So we start off with Ashlee. Ashley wants someone tall, a nice body, and a great personality. It's always y'all short ladies who be trying to take all the tall men when us team tall women, we need the tall men for ourselves. What are y'all doing, girl? I'm just messing. That's what she preferred, and she got what she asked for. But Ashley, to me, I think Ashley thinks every man she's ever gone on a date with thus far is fine. Like, girl, all of them fine. Okay. So Ashley immediately starts complimenting him. She's like, I'm sweating. And, ooh, I feel like a child at Chick-fil-A, at McDonald's, in the playground, in the playpen. And I just can't have fun and run free. And, girl, I'm tired of her always complimenting these men first. This man didn't even reciprocate her energy, and I hate it for her. They immediately start chit-chatting about, their favorite food and what you want to get from Chick-fil-A. She like a 12-piece. So I get an 8-piece myself. I wish I could be, that petite and eat a 12-piece without packing on the pounds. But that's neither here nor there. They talk about favorite movies and everything else. And to me, it's giving friend vibes. It's definitely giving friend zone. Ashley says she's afraid to have a child because she may not be able to unbig her back. Now, in my 20s, I was fine. In my 30s, when I had my daughter, I ain't unbigged my back since. So I don't know. Zadia also has a date with Kirsten, and he's taken aback by her beauty. He gives a silent prayer over the food, and she ain't like that because it's like, listen, what are you praying about? You could be praying on my downfall, okay? Pray out loud. She ain't like that. But she said she didn't really want kids, and he was like, you don't? And she's like, I have stipulations if I'm going to gift you a child. And people be getting hung up on gift you a child. Yes. Putting your life at risk to birth a child for a man is a gift. I don't care what you say. Shout out to Jeffrey from Ready to Love, Miami. Okay? But she needs to be honest. Not I will have a child with stipulations. She doesn't really want to seem to have children. So that's that. I didn't see chemistry between them anyway. So there's also that. Next we meet Walter. He's 46, a musician. He and Vernisha are going on a cooking date. Walter said he doesn't really care about looks, etc. When he went out with Shareese, he seemed like he cared about looks. He was excited about her beauty. So do you care about looks or not? Walter is running his resume down to Shareese. He's written songs for Boozy, Lil Boozy, Free Lil Boozy, who's now free, Jeezy, and T-Pain. Walter was married for 19 years, and he said he loved it. It was wonderful. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. If you loved it and was so great, why didn't things work out? I want to hear from the ex-wife. Did she think it was wonderful? Okay. So, and I'm surprised Shareese didn't even ask him if he had kids. So she must not have been all that interested. Shareese mentions going on dates with men who are mute, don't talk, don't know how to hold a conversation. And meanwhile, on a cooking date, Walter and Vern seem to have more chemistry. Even though I don't know if he's more physically attracted to Shareese, I don't know. But they have more chemistry on the cooking date. Vernisha mentions long distance and how would that work with her living in Houston and him living in New Orleans. Since the show is called Make a Move. I'm just saying. So later we see Shareese. She's going on a picnic date with her main pick, Maurice. And once again, he ain't talking about nothing. He couldn't be bothered, don't care less. She likes that he matches her fly. He got little Louis Vuitton sandals on. She likes, all the materialistic things. Girl. She told him she wants him to talk to her. And he gives her some nonsense answers. So I already know everything I need to know. And no, you don't. You ain't asked not one question. He must not realize that he's boring. It doesn't make for good TV. I'm bored. So is she. But she gonna stick beside him, okay? So later that night, Zadia and Ashlee are talking about their dates. They realize they went out on a date with the same man. Every time Ashlee described it, they say, "Oh, so much chemistry. It was so fun." Every date was great, girl. I guess. So Shareese enters the room, and Zadia wants to talk to her alone, one-on-one. Zadia apologized, but Shareese can't get past the fact that Zadia was lying about going out with that man. Why do you care? Girl, why do you care? Why does it matter? She didn't want everybody in her business. Leave it be. Why? Who cares? We don't care. So Shareese begins to be problematic again. And now be clear. I didn't like Shareese on her season, and I didn't like Zadia on her season. They were both mean girls in my opinion. But Shareese is the issue right now. She's problematic. She's dramatic. She's dragging it. She won't forgive her. Whatever. Zadia and Ashlee are going on a double date. It's a bowling date with their keepers, Cam and Don. And Ashlee is upset that Donald hasn't contacted her in 2 days. This is a short process. You should be talking to me every day. Don said he texted her, but Ashlee never got the text. He don't know if it's an Android, the iPhone thing, or what. Yes. Sir, please. It's almost 2024. Get yourself an iPhone. I mean, why? But okay. Ashlee said, okay, well, if it's a text issue, you could have called me. Boo. Babe, I'm going to talk. He didn't call you because he didn't want to. He just didn't want to. That's all that is. He didn't put forth effort. He's not going to. So the four of them are having fun, but Ashlee keeps mentioning Don's lack of communication. He already had apologized for it. He apologized again. If you can't move past it, you are free to move on in this process. You don't have to keep dating him. So later we see Jabari and Vernisha. They go out on a date. He got her flowers, unlike that last dude she got rid of. Vern shares that she went on a cooking date, and Jabari was like, "Oh, we'll tell you a little date that I said thank you for learning, going on this cooking date so she can learn something to cook for me." Okay, heard you. Vern says she does want a man that's a provider, and Jabari was like, "Well, I work a 9 to 5, so I have a cap on how much I can provide. My love has limits." Okay. In her confessional, Vernisha says she wants to let her man lead. She's tired of always being a provider and making all these decisions. She want to relax and chillax on the passenger side. You need to make that clear to him. Because when you're talking to him, you're like, "Oh, 2 incomes is better than 1. This and that." It's giving 50-50 is what it's giving. But I can relate to her wanting a man to lead and be the man in the relationship. I found myself having to pull a lot of weight in my last relationship. And honey, I would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Very ghetto. Would not recommend. Okay? It's exhausting. So I see where she's coming from, and she needs to stand firm on it. And if he's not for you, baby, he's just not for you. So the ladies are meeting with Tamika Lee, and they discuss their dates, and they act like they're so great. But tonight it's time to let one of their picks go, and they're going out with all of their connections they have from last week. So they all come back to the house. Zadia, of course, keeps Cam. Vernisha obviously keeps Jabari. For some reason, Shareese keeps Maurice, and I have no idea why. Besides the materialistic things and the fact that he's a lawyer, nothing else makes sense. He wore Louis Vuitton again because he knew that that's what she liked. So Ashlee gets all emotional talking to Donald, and she begins to cry. In my opinion, she should let both of her options go because they both suck. But we get left with a cliffhanger. A to be continued. So we're going to see who Ashlee picks next week. She has a new date with somebody new next week. I hope she lets both of her connections go. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that she's going to let them both go? Or if she picks one, who should she pick? Donald or whoever the other guy was. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.